Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith, Smith of the Black Channel here at Ticker Talker, and we got a whole bunch of different stories going on here today, boy. And if you take a look, as we always do, we like to look at the broader averages to see what they're telling us. So if you look at the S&P Spider, you're going to see a slight gap down here, slight gap down, and a slight recovery. Not doing too much, right? So it's trying to take out last week's lows, right? That's something, but you can see how it's just kind of flatlining here. Now, a little different story here if you go to QQQ. Q's getting hit here now. So coming down here, and you're going to see here in the upper middle, you're going to see this outside weak, right? We knew about that last week, and now you're expanding that. So that's bad, right? So you'd want to be turning this weak back green, and then trying to recover that. Otherwise, you're sinking here. And so that's telling us the story right here. Big Nazi getting hit a little bit because you can see the difference here when you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds. Dow Jones Diamonds, look at that. Dow Jones gaps down, coming back now towards the highs. So that's telling us a little bit of all the different stories that are going on right out the chute, right? So for one thing, the one main group, major group that's going here is, hey Rob, the pandemic's over. Where are you going? I'm going to Disney World. Boom! A lot of pandemic stocks rallying back like it's over. So you can see Disney here, upper middle. Slight gap down and then outside weak. Now we're going to go gunning for these highs here, all right? Because in the lower middle, you've got your inside month to the upside. Just stalling out here a little bit on the 15er. We can go like the 60s. See if we can get anything for you. Now it just kind of stalls out here again. Another thing we want to look at here is going to be the cruise ships. RCL here, now inside on the 60. And you can see these things just taking off here on the monthly, lower middle is what we look for. Take out the previous high, take out the previous low, and boom, these two become an outside bar of that. We'll see if that keeps going, and that tells us to look at CCL. CCL having a nice day here, and you can see that same pattern on the monthly. Take out the previous high, take out the previous low, and then boom, these two bars become an outside bar of that. You take this out, so we can also watch that with NCLH. What's going on here? NCLH, and now you can see an inside 60 here, so that's going to get my attention here above 29.45. All right, and you can see this in the lower middle, the inside month, slight take it down, and then boom, gone outside month. So all those kind of trading together for right now. We're also going to go gambling. Wynn Resorts. Wynn Resorts, once again, that same pattern on the monthly. Take out the previous high, take out the previous low, and boom, there's your reversal above this, right? These two become an outside bar of that, which tells us to look at, here if you look at the daily, here's your entry in the daily on the way up. You see this on the upper left. Take out the previous high, take out the previous low, boom, right there. And these, if you're lucky, that reconfirms the monthly, and off she goes, keeps going. Tells us to look at LVS. And LVS, here you can see just one inside on the 60 and up in the lower middle. All right, that's a 212 continuation, and taking out last month's highs. All right, you can see this this might have been outside here. 60.12, 60.29. This was an outside bar, so this is a 3-2 reversal over this, right? And then you can see the weekly where it got that inside week to the upside still going. The inside day a couple days ago, so still going up there. Penn Gaming. And Penn, you can just see this on this upper middle, inside week. So I want to know about this above here for the rest of the week, above 122.29. You're there. So you can continue to look for signals so long as that holds up there. You can also go to the hotel, Marriott. Why not? Marriott says same pattern on the monthly, lower middle. Previous high takes out, previous low. Boom, reversal right here. These two become an outside bar of that. You got a little bit more room for upper and highs if everything's really smooth sailing from here. How about going to Six Flags? There you go, Six Flags. Having a nice little day here too, and we'll see if that sets up again. Had a nice opening here on the 60, and you can see this here. This is what we look for, the pivot machine gun coming back through the previous range, right? So if we go to, TripAdvisor. And TripAdvisor having a nice little day, and this is a used to be somebody. That's what these guys have been a lot higher in the past. Pretty fast out of the gate here. As you can see, a lot of these things just going into new new recent highs. So here, let's maybe get a 30 for you on this one. And 30, still a little tricky. We'll see if we can get an inside 30 or there. The SPY is trying to recover towards the highs, and the Qs right now are doing this. So if the Qs are going to try and recover, you do have your inside 60 here, right? So that's what we'll be keeping an eye on as far as the Qs are concerned. And what the heck? Let's get on a plane. United Airlines. How you doing, buddy? There you go. Trying to go inside 60 up right now. And outside month in the lower middle, and that's going to give us some All-American. Trying to go inside 60 up, JetBlue here, and you can see this JetBlue was an inside month to the upside. Nice signal there. So we'll see if that sets up again. You can just go right down all of them. Alaska Air, Delta, all these type of pandemic names having a nice opening to the week, I should say. If we go to, well, who else is ripping? Crude oil. Crude. Look at this. This we call a kicking pattern, right? Almost 80% of this is red, right? So anybody could stay short over the weekend. They're like, yeah, it's going out near the lows. But once it gaps up in here, everybody's underwater from shorting on Friday. And anybody who blew it out here now is scrambling to get back in. So now you got some inside 60s here in the lower left, right? But what that tells us too is look at XLE. XLE, and you can see XLE actually came down a little bit, right? And then was an inside day on Friday, and then broke that to the upside, right? And so that tells us also we can look at XOP here, inside day to the upside after triangle out, right? And this is what we call triangle out. Stop these guys out. Boom. Inside 212 back up. OIH. Same deal. Stop them out. Go inside 212 reversal on the daily back into the highs. And that's going to give us a whole bunch there. You had Exxon. I mean, pretty much everybody. We had Exxon with the inside day to the upside. We'll see if that sets up again. Some of this stuff was pretty quick. XCC. Inside day to the upside still. You have FANG Energy. Here, inside day to the upside, 212 reversal, still inside weaker on that, so we'll see what more comes of that. NBR, and NBR still coming up here, and we've known about this because of this lower middle, the inside month to the upside here, above 72.55, trade 91.58, not bad for NBR. If we go to Good Tires. Well, let's look at a few more. You got Slob. I want to make sure you have a whole bunch there. Slob goes inside, and that's OIH stuff. How about Halliburton's? Inside and up. They got them good this morning in Halliburton. You can see that. Stop them out, and then when this goes green here, we're looking to take this out and then even some more because you can see how all of them are going together. If we go to KSS and retail. And stalling out a little bit, had a gap, and we'll see if that can hold up in here. But that gap did not, just kind of sitting there. Watching this Dow Jones come back because you had Disney, you got Cat Tractor having a nice day in the Dow. New highs for Cat. And one thing, important things to remember is, oftentimes you'll hear about people talking about candlestick patterns and a shooting star like this on the monthly, and they'll immediately think that's going to be a bearish sign and take out that low. But if it doesn't confirm, all that means is you blew out some shorts, had some ill-timed longs, but the real buyers stayed down here. They just didn't move. Then they come in this month and like, we're back, right? And then you just wait for something like this. Triangle day out, 2 down, 2-2 reversal on the week. Off you go. And there's Cat. Also had some REITs coming up here. SLG. And SLG having a nice day. You can see this nice long green bar. Inside week and then a down week, and now RevStrat week here over 65.65. That's going to give you some BXP like so. BXP having a nice one on the weekly. The 2 up, down. Now we're going to look to take this out. These two look to be coming outside bar of this. Taking out 97.78. Give it to me. See if we can get an inside 60 over there. Also have Spotify coming up. And Spotify just going into new highs, recent highs, and now backing off on this 60. So you hear me talk about the importance of the bottom of the hour, right? Now you can see the difference. That's what we call that the flip. Are the buyers still around? And you can see that as soon as there was a new hour, gone, profit taken, out, right? So you can just keep an eye on stuff like that. You want to know when things occur. We also had some steels heating up here, some metals. STLD having a nice little day coming up here. We'll see if that sets up again. New core here, and having a nice run here. Nice month, and even Alcoa having a nice day here too. So we'll see. Still inside of the month, but we'll see if that sets up again and goes. You've got URI. We talked about this was my daily video last week, watching for the reversal off of this, right? This hammer, 2 down and then 2 up. Boom! Look at that nice run, which sets up this on the weekly. This we call the Momo hammer. Anybody got short in here? Just ran into a bunch of buyers, and they're scrambling, and that's what gives you a nice day like that. If we go to Kirk, and Kirk here, you can see this inside weak, upper middle, pokes down, stops them out. There's your rev strat. 1, 2, 2 for the rest of the week. That's good over 26.84. We also have gold coming up here. Gold fighting back here a little bit. Stalling out here on the 60 a bit, but back and forth she goes. These months have been just going back and forth, so we'll see if anything comes of that. I did have silver trying to wake up a little bit too, trying to get out of this 2-week range, but you got some distance up into there. But it's given some of these things a little more. I think J-Nug got a little boost here today, and J-Nug inside day to the upside. 2 down, inside, back to the previous range. That's what you look for. Nice little move there, J-Nug. If we go to ANNX, and ANNX having a nice little day here too, and now stalling out. You can see that right on the bottom of the hour. As soon as the new hourly bar comes, profit takey. So we can see if that sets up again in the next hour. For the downside, they are jumping ship on some of the big cap techies, and SMH having some issues. Not the end of the world. Still would be an inside week, but we'd want to see if you can take all this kind of stuff out, right? Because the Qs have, right? So that tells us to look at your LRCXs of the world here, which is a 2-2 reversal on the day. Still not the end of the world on the weekly just yet, all right? But they are taking a lot of profits in this stuff. You got Texas Instruments, you got Intel, AVGO, all taking out Friday's lows. Right, so that's something that's going to get my attention. You've got ZM having an inside day to the downside. If pandemic's over, could be some problems, because you can see in the weekly upper middle took out the high, then took out the low. These two become an outside bar of that, and we'll see if that gets any worse. Okay, I'm always running out of time. We got Zscaler, ZS always here on the daily. Takes out the previous high, then boom, comes back to the previous range, now going after last week's lows. So that would get a little bit more of my attention. Here's your inside 60, and see if they want to expand the broadening formation out of here, or try and save it and come back up. You've got Coop also having some problems. That same daily, take out the previous high, then the low. We'll see if that gets any more trouble by taking out the week. Peloton, you want to get a Peloton? No, I'm going to go to the gym now. Everything's fine. It's a Peloton. You can see this daily. Inside day, pokes up, boom, rev strat down there, which reconfirms this monthly break. 2 up, 2 down on the reversal month here that we've known about all month. If we go to PKI, and PKI, also that monthly reversal here. 2 to the upside, boom, downside, and now timber still falling off of that. That's in the weekend vid. If we go to XLU, and XLU utilities taking out last month's lows, so they've been kind of sleepy in here, but they stopped them out. Here was your inside week, all right, inside week, and then boom, back to the previous range, wipe them all out. Now the Utes having a tough day out there. So how about SE? Still green on the month, but running out of month. But here, this is what we look for, that kicker. See this? almost bright green on Friday. You come in Monday right here and take these guys out. These guys are all trapped. Boom. That's exactly what we want to look for. Real nice stuff there. Okay, like I said, I'm always running out of time, but let's get to one more. We'll go to QDEL. QDEL coming down here and taking out last month's lows, looking to wipe all this stuff out. When you come back to the previous range, you're looking to take this out because that's the last bastion of hope for these guys. Anybody long is stopped against that. Maybe some more down here, but when you get this thing going like that, you never know. Maybe she really falls apart. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is the Black Channel here at Ticker Tack Strat Time Report.